Did you know that keeping some things private from your family after the age of 70 might actually be a smart and healthy decision? As we grow older, there's often pressure to be completely open with loved ones. However, choosing not to share every detail can help protect your sense of peace and personal freedom. In this video, we'll explore 5 key topics that many wise seniors decide to keep to themselves, not because they don't trust their families, but to maintain their dignity and avoid causing worry or stress. We'll look at how keeping certain matters private can be a thoughtful act of self-care and how it allows older adults to stay in control of their own lives. These secrets can be empowering and help create healthy boundaries in relationships, especially during the later stages of life. If you're interested in learning how a little discretion can enhance your independence and well-being, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Secret number 1, financial privacy. One of the most valuable and commonly kept secrets among seniors is related to their financial affairs. While it might seem natural or even expected to fully disclose financial information to close family members, maintaining some financial privacy can be a wise and empowering decision. As people age, money can become a sensitive topic within families, often sparking concern, tension, or unsolicited opinions. Sharing every detail of your financial situation may lead to pressure, disagreements, or unwanted involvement in your personal decisions. Choosing to keep financial matters private isn't about secrecy driven by distrust, it's about preserving autonomy and reducing unnecessary stress. Take, for example, Evelyn, a 72-year-old retiree living in Ohio. She opted not to involve her adult children in every financial decision, from medical expenses to travel plans. By doing so, Evelyn maintained control over her life and avoided arguments about how she chose to spend her money. This independence gave her confidence and peace of mind, allowing her to enjoy her retirement without constant justifications. Financial boundaries also serve a psychological purpose. Many seniors worry about becoming dependent on others. Even with modest savings, having control over personal finances fosters a sense of self-reliance and dignity. Research consistently shows that older adults who manage their own finances tend to report higher levels of life satisfaction and lower stress. Furthermore, keeping financial details private can offer a level of protection. Elder financial abuse is a growing concern, and being discreet about money can help shield seniors from scams, manipulation, or undue influence, even from well-meaning relatives. This doesn't mean shutting family out entirely. It simply means being intentional about what is shared and when. Striking a balance between openness and privacy is key. There may be times when sharing is necessary, especially when planning for long-term care or estate matters, but day-to-day financial decisions don't always require outside input. If you're feeling the urge to explain every bank transaction or investment choice, consider how much calmer and more in control you might feel by keeping those details to yourself. Evelyn's experience highlights how financial discretion can lead to a more peaceful and independent life. Many seniors who set these boundaries experience less family tension and enjoy greater freedom. Ultimately, managing your finances quietly isn't about being secretive, it's a form of self-respect and care. By protecting this area of your life, you ensure that your later years remain guided by your own choices, values, and dignity. Secret number 2, keeping health concerns private. Another meaningful secret that many wise seniors choose to keep to themselves involves their health. While it may seem natural to discuss every symptom, diagnosis, or medical appointment with family members, doing so isn't always helpful. In fact, oversharing health issues can sometimes lead to unintended consequences, causing loved ones to become overly anxious, worried, or even emotionally drained. For many older adults, choosing to withhold some health details is less about secrecy and more about managing information in a way that preserves peace, autonomy, and emotional balance. Consider Robert, a 78-year-old retired teacher from Michigan. He made a deliberate decision to only share the essentials of his health with his children. Rather than updating them on every test result or doctor's visit, Robert focused on maintaining a sense of normalcy. When he had previously shared more detailed health information, he noticed that his family became overly concerned, frequently checking in and questioning his daily choices. While well-intentioned, this created a sense of pressure and made Robert feel as though he was being viewed as fragile. By setting healthy boundaries around his medical updates, he regained a sense of independence and identity. This approach is supported by psychological insights. Seniors often fear that their health issues will come to define how others see them. When older adults choose to limit what they share, they help protect their self-image as capable and active individuals, not just as patients. It allows them to live with dignity and avoid being constantly reminded of their ailments. Studies have shown that older adults who manage health disclosures with care tend to experience less emotional stress and maintain stronger personal relationships. Furthermore, not every health issue warrants family involvement. Many concerns are minor, routine, or manageable without additional support. Constantly reporting every ache or change in condition can turn family interactions into health check-ins, leaving little room for meaningful or joyful conversations. Sometimes, maintaining a degree of privacy helps preserve the quality of time spent with loved ones, allowing moments to be shared that are not centered around illness. Of course, critical or urgent health matters should never be concealed. Honesty is important when major decisions or emergencies arise. The goal isn't to hide, but to choose wisely what to communicate and when. It's about striking a healthy balance between openness and self-care. Like Robert, many seniors adopt this approach not to push family away, but to avoid causing unnecessary worry and to retain control over their lives. Health is deeply personal, and deciding how much to share is a right every individual has. Choosing to keep some health matters private can help protect emotional well-being and foster healthier, more supportive relationships. If you're finding yourself overwhelmed by calls and questions about your health, consider the strength and quiet discretion. It's a wise step toward aging with confidence, grace, and personal power. Secret number 3, keeping financial decisions private. Another important area many wise seniors choose to keep to themselves involves their personal financial decisions. Money, even within close families, can be a delicate and emotionally charged topic. Revealing too much about your financial situation, whether it involves savings, investments, spending, or debt scans, sometimes lead to unintended consequences. These might include unsolicited advice, pressure to make certain choices, or even tension among family members. For many older adults, maintaining privacy around finances is a thoughtful way to protect their independence and avoid unnecessary stress. Take Linda, a 74-year-old retired nurse from Ohio. She is very capable when it comes to managing her finances, but intentionally avoids sharing the details with her adult children. In the past, when she did discuss money more openly, her children often gave advice she hadn't asked for or expressed concern in ways that made her feel judged. That experience led Linda to quietly take charge of her financial decisions, trusting her own judgment and avoiding outside input. From a psychological perspective, having control over financial matters supports a strong sense of autonomy, especially in later life. Seniors who feel financially independent tend to report higher levels of confidence and emotional well-being. In contrast, too much involvement from family members can lead to feelings of dependency or loss of control. Research shows that when families respect elders' financial boundaries, relationships tend to be healthier and more balanced. In addition, discussing finances too openly can sometimes stir up expectations about inheritance or financial support, creating unnecessary friction. By keeping financial matters personal until it's truly necessary, such as during estate planning or legal preparations, seniors can help avoid potential disputes and maintain peace within the family. This doesn't mean that critical information should never be shared. Important topics like wills, powers of attorney, or end-of-life care costs must be addressed at the appropriate time. But everyday financial management such as spending choices or investment decisions can and often should remain private. For many, this discretion is not secrecy, but a form of self-care. Just like Linda, countless seniors find value in handling their finances quietly, sharing only when it genuinely matters. This protects both their emotional well-being and the harmony of their family relationships. Choosing financial privacy is a sign of wisdom and strength. It allows seniors to live on their own terms, free from the weight of others' expectations. You have every right to manage your finances confidently and to share details only when and how you choose. Secret number 4, personal health challenges kept private. Another common and deeply personal secret that many seniors choose to keep to themselves is the full extent of their health challenges. While it might seem natural to share physical or emotional struggles with family, many older adults intentionally limit what they disclose. This decision is often driven by a desire to protect their loved ones from worry, to avoid being treated differently, or to maintain a sense of control and normalcy in their daily lives. Take the story of Robert, a 78-year-old retired teacher living in Vermont. Robert has been living with early-stage Parkinson's disease for several years, yet he has opted not to share the full scope of his condition with his adult children. He fears that revealing too much might change the way they view him or trigger unnecessary concern. Instead, Robert quietly manages his medications and doctor visits, informing his family only when absolutely necessary. This level of privacy serves an important psychological purpose. For many seniors, sharing every detail of a health issue can feel like surrendering their independence or inviting pity. It can also lead to shifts in how others interact with them, sometimes in ways that feel patronizing. Maintaining some privacy allows seniors to focus on their abilities rather than limitations, reinforcing a stronger sense of self and resilience. Research supports this approach. Older adults who choose what health information to share report lower levels of anxiety and greater emotional strength. By controlling the flow of information, they preserve their dignity and avoid becoming the subject of constant concern or unsolicited advice. There is often a fear that being too open about health issues might lead family members to prematurely take over decisions, diminishing their autonomy. Additionally, health-related conversations can sometimes spark disagreements among relatives, especially when there are differing views on treatment options or care plans. By managing their health privately, seniors often avoid such tensions, keeping family interactions more peaceful and less emotionally charged. Of course, this doesn't mean avoiding medical care or necessary support. Seeking proper treatment and professional advice is essential. However, the choice of how much to reveal to family is deeply personal. It's about balancing the need for support with the desire to maintain control over one's life and relationships. Like Robert, many seniors find comfort in quietly managing their health behind the scenes. This private approach helps them preserve a sense of normalcy and minimizes the emotional weight placed on their loved ones. It's not about secrecy, it's about thoughtful boundaries that prioritize both personal comfort and family harmony. For many older adults, this discretion allows them to live each day with greater peace, dignity, and strength. Secret number 5, financial matters kept private. One of the most carefully guarded secrets among many seniors involves their financial matters. Money is a delicate subject, often wrapped in layers of pride, privacy, and the wish to avoid burdening family members. Many older adults prefer to keep the true details of their finances to themselves. Whether to protect their independence or to steer clear of uncomfortable conversations, seniors often choose discretion when it comes to their money. Take Linda, a 75-year-old retired nurse from Ohio, as an example. She manages her savings and investments with great care but deliberately keeps the full scope of her financial situation private from her children. Linda believes that by retaining control over her finances, she preserves her autonomy and self-respect. She doesn't want to be seen as someone who needs help or is unable to manage her own affairs. This financial privacy is closely tied to a sense of dignity. For many seniors, money represents much more than just currency. It embodies security, freedom, and control. Talking openly about financial struggles or details can feel like admitting vulnerability, which many fear could lead to judgment or a loss of decision-making power. Additionally, sharing financial information can sometimes create tension within families. Disagreements about spending habits, inheritance expectations, or requests for financial assistance can strain relationships. Seniors often choose silence to maintain peace and avoid the conflicts that might arise from misunderstandings or jealousy. It's also important to recognize that some seniors keep financial details confidential as a safeguard against exploitation. Sadly, elder financial abuse is a real threat, and withholding information about assets can help protect against scams or misuse, even sometimes by family members. Despite this discretion, it remains vital for seniors to have trusted advisors or legal arrangements like powers of attorney and wills in place. These measures ensure their wishes are respected and their finances managed responsibly. Sharing too much information with family prematurely can sometimes backfire, resulting in unsolicited advice or unwanted interference. Linda's experience reflects that of many seniors who view financial privacy as a form of self-care and empowerment. By managing their finances quietly, they create a sense of safety, respect, and independence. Ultimately, keeping financial matters private isn't about mistrust. It's about maintaining dignity and control over an essential part of their lives. Seniors know their situations best and decide what to share and when. This secret, often the most sensitive, speaks to the strength and wisdom many older adults carry, balancing transparency with discretion in a way that feels right for them. Final thoughts. After exploring these 5 secrets that many seniors prefer to keep from their families, it's important to consider what this means for your own relationships. These secrets aren't about distrust or selfishness. Instead, they reflect a sincere wish to protect dignity, independence, and peace of mind during the later stages of life. You might recognize some of these behaviors in yourself or the seniors around you. It's natural to want to keep certain parts of your life private, especially after years of building your identity, facing challenges, and steering your own path. Understanding this perspective can encourage greater empathy and patience between generations. It reminds us that aging involves not only physical changes, but also emotional resilience. Keeping some things private helps preserve self-worth. It lets seniors maintain their role as decision makers, shield their families from worry, and hold on to aspects of life that feel uniquely theirs. At the same time, balance is essential. Opening up, even just a little, can foster trust, invite support, and strengthen connections in meaningful ways. If you're navigating this delicate balance, focus on what feels right for you. Your secrets belong to you, but so does the choice of when and how to share them. For family members, approaching these boundaries with understanding is key. Your loved one's privacy isn't a Reginette's way to hold on to control and maintain their sense of self. Recognizing this can help build compassion and keep family bonds strong. Thank you for spending time with us today. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below sharing one key takeaway and how you might apply it in your life. Your feedback means a lot and inspires us to keep going. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. Your support allows us to keep producing valuable content to educate and motivate you. Thanks again for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.